All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us His truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it just with a quick epistle on patience. All right, this is First Peter 4, and we'll start at verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you. And what does that trial consist of? First and foremost, what we're going through now. When the Lord first woke us up, or even in our past lives, if you can receive reincarnation. But at least in this life, man, just everything that we've been through, leading up to the persecution that's gonna come from the enemy because of our faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai and us not taking that MOTB, man. This is going to be a fiery trial, which is to try us, man. All right, and everything that we're going through now, the trials and tribulations that the Lord takes you through, the ailments, sicknesses, the loss of certain family members, resources, etc. The Lord has done these things now, and that's a part of that fiery trial. All right, don't think it's strange if you're one of the Lord's children, man. The Lord say He chastens those that He loves, man, and we hope to be loved. So that means He gonna deal with us a certain way. We're not gonna be able to get away with, quote unquote, nobody's gonna get away with anything, but the Lord is not going to be. He's going to be more hands-on, if you will, when we transgress versus a two-third Israelite, man. Okay. Again, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened to you. All right. So we got to notice and understand how the Lord deals with us, man. Just don't think it's strange when you're serving the Lord and a bunch of crap come down your way. People lie on you, you know what I mean, etc. All right. But rejoice, so we should be happy, rejoicing in so much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, because we got to remember the king did suffer greatly for our transgressions, man, and we do understand that the servant is not greater than the master. All right, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. And what is that glory? Hey, that's that second coming of Malaki Hawashah and the full manifestation of the power. Okay, including, you know, the Lord's brothers, 144,000 brothers that are going to receive power and glory along with Yahweh Shai. And we pray and hope to be a part of that number. But again, but rejoice in so much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings. Okay. We got to remember that this is about suffering. It's a hard pill to swallow, but that's why the Lord gave this for strong, wise men. All right. To be able to complete the mission no matter what. So we got to suffer, man, and we got to be patient because we're suffering now. Hell, we're in these bodies now. We see the enemy is just a liar at this point. It's not even funny. This whole stuff that happened with the so-called attempted assassination attempt. Oh man, it's so janky. A spirit's not even on me to even talk about it, you know. But that's just me. All right, but 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. Now, the point being, you could be reproached, you could be chastened, you could be punished, judged, for being wicked. Okay, let's understand that. Now, the Lord Malaki Hawashah, he got hands put on him, all right, and falsely accused and persecuted, but he was a completely, you know, just man while he was here. There's a bunch of Israelites that are just completely wicked and they deserve everything that they get. But the whole point is, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, which means that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're trying to keep these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. And the Lord commanded us not to take that mark of the beast. So if you're doing these things, serving the Lord, all right, and you know, be reproached or persecuted for that purpose, which is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai and their protocol, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. So a lot of people They have heard the terrors of the Lord, or have heard the law, statutes, and commandments. A lot of people of our nation, they hear the law, statutes, and commandments, the dietary law, etc. They'll call the Lord this mean, jealous God, which, I mean, he can be, but he's also balanced. He's also, when we know the Lord, even though we understand how much hell the Lord brought upon us, that we're not supposed to be here, and in our individual lives, seeing how the Lord chastens and judges us as hopeful men, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Even that, man, um, we know to speak good of the Lord, because we have a certain level of understanding to know that the Lord judges, and he does create evil and good. So we understand it. So no matter what, whether we're in trouble, getting chastised, judged, or we're prospering, all right, getting blessed, we give glory to Yahweh Shema Shah. The rest of our people, however they do it, if they're going to curse the Lord to his name, if they're going to talk about the prophets, if they're going to do it in their mind, under their breath, when they get home, they're all speaking ill of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man, speaking evil, or Yahweh Shema Shah, as well as the prophets, man. All right. And now I just brought that out to remember, hey, we're gonna go through losses, man. All right. But the Lord is balanced, so he's not gonna have you lose more than you can handle losing. Okay. But you're gonna lose things. You may have a woman, you may lose that woman. Your children may be with you and cool, and they may get a spirit upon them where they bug the hell out, or the Lord may put them in prison or take them off the earth, man. All right. We talk about career, statue, all these things, man. We got to sacrifice, and it's a part of the game. But whole point being patience, man. All right. We see all this janky stuff happening in the media. Ain't even worth talking about right now, because the people clearly see it. There's people who have no idea how the military and government works, but when that video came out, they immediately just saw, something that wasn't right about how the so-called, Secret Service, whatever, responded to that situation. My own personal, I've been in the military. I had a security clearance, etc., etc. I seen a little something, dude. Come on, man. If they have a so-called bomb threat here, even when I was in school, bro, they would lock the whole MFing school system down in that county just for a real decent bomb threat. It could be you know what I mean? How much more if you guys are actually quote unquote taking contact, getting shot at? Are they gonna get your boy the hell up out of there? This dude is throwing a fist while he's supposedly okay. Okay, but I didn't want to really speak on that, how they get. But I mean, just the whole point to show you how janky things are getting, and call all y'all about Shemal Shah for whatever happened. Just putting the spirit out there anyway of an attempted, assassination, because it helps move prophecy. It shows you, things aren't the same, things aren't peaceful, whether it happened or not. It's a sign of no peace coming, man. And who knows what's gonna happen, man? Who knows? It really doesn't matter. All we looking for, honestly, whoever bring it, we don't care. We just want that MOTB and that World War III, man. So that's good. All this chaos and nonsense is happening up. It's getting the people rised up. Egyptian against Egyptian is getting ready to happen, man. All right, sedition that we've always spoke on, especially in Second Esdras, man. All right, a lot of sedition, a lot of hurt and pain is finna come, man. And the Lord got, that's why we had to stay the course, because the Lord had already given us this information, so it means it was gonna come to pass. And you best believe one day, amen, we're gonna be right in Jacob's trouble, and it ain't gonna be pretty. And this is what the Lord has been preparing us for. This is why he took us out of the world and allowed us to cleave onto his ways and stay in it on a consistent basis, day in, day out. We wake up, we do it. Now you got to have balance. All right. And because if you just, this all you do, you have nothing else going on, literally, like nothing, no family, no job. All right. You're going to bug out, bro. You're going to go crazy, man. All right. But for the most part, this is all we do, man. And it's a beautiful thing. It's been intense. And you seem like, well, it's not a seem like we've had to sacrifice our lives. It seems like, again, it's not. We've really sacrificed our lives through the spirit, for this truth, man. There's a lot of things we want to do, etc., etc. It's just not, what's that word? Expedient right now, for us to attain certain things, man. So we just push the word, man. That's all we do. But we're all tired. um this has gotten played out. This whole evil period, sin period, has gotten played out for us first and foremost. As the ones that speak these things, I'm tired of like going off and making mistakes, man. I want to be perfect, and I'm tired of seeing our people. I'm sick of it, and I pray to Yahweh Shema Shah that the Lord, continues to speed up time, because it done served its purpose. I believe through the Spirit, the wickedness of our people depends off of, the women out there whores. They're not getting any better. They are completely bugged out of their minds, just senseless to come out the house like that on a daily basis, man. That's that stuff I'm talking about. All that crap like that, man. I've seen our women be whores and just pop off like that, and it got old and played out and corny. Seeing our dudes acting like a bunch of weirdos, this whole sports shit, all right, especially with our people as far as they concerned, it just done got played out. I don't need to watch you niggas play sports anymore. It's over. Let's go home, bro. Niggas would rather crash out, stay here so they could see these niggas, see LeBron's son play another damn season in this folly shit, man. Now, I mean, it's something against sports. No, it is something against, however, folly. If you're not serving Yahweh Shema Shai, and that's all you know is the point spread, which, I mean, a lot of our people are caught up in this bullshit, man. All right. But patience, young grasshopper, is what it's all about. So we gotta be patient, man, and find balance, man. It's very important to be balanced in this truth, man. If the Lord will allow you to be balanced, there's gonna be times and seasons, man, where you're gonna have to seriously hunker down and lock in, and it's gonna be given to you by Yahweh Shem Al Shai. You're gonna have to put forth a little effort on your part, but for the most part, if it's the will of the Lord, you're gonna hunker down. You're gonna study to show yourself approved. These are all things every brother has went through individually and collectively. Different processes that the Lord has us, in order to learn this truth, man. There's times that we've actually had to sit down, for extended periods of time and reading the Bible. When I first woke up to this truth, the Spirit led me to open the beginning of the book from Genesis, and I went through Genesis with a certain spirit upon me. All right, and we went through it through the Spirit, man. All right. So we just gotta be patient and balance, man. All right. Find a hobby. Yeah, it could be. I mean, your hobby, if you're not a sucker, right, and not worshiping, dealing with women could be your hobby, but you just gotta, deal with them with wisdom, or just find something to do, man. All right, because it's gonna come. All right, and we need to be as strong as possible going into Jacob's trouble, both mentally, spiritually, and physically, man. All right, so this is the time right now to prepare ourselves for what's getting ready to happen. And guess what? Lord has already taken care of this. Here we are. All right, and we're gonna be the only ones prepared in any aspect when this thing hits the fan, man. All right, first and foremost, spiritually. All right, wisdom should be the stability of thy times. What times, man? These evil times, the last days, the events preceding the second coming of Malak Yahushua, man, and the manifestation of the Hebrew Israelites, man. All these things are coming down the pipeline. We just got to be patient and just let these people crash on out. We just stay out of the way. We do what the Lord commanded us so he won't get on our behind, and just watch everybody just crash out. The different nation, the heathen nation, like the wicked nation, 2/3 of the nation of Israel. We're just watching them crash out, man. It is what it is. All right. And let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Yeah. Yep. This is Ecclesiasticus 2, and we'll start at verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take thee cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And we're in the low estate now. Hell, we are liable to get even lower in relation to their persecution. So the Lord is teaching us, man, whatsoever, you take it cheerfully. Easier said than done. We're not gonna lie to you. It's the easier thing that's said than done to praise the Lord when you're in the midst of a storm like that, man. But this is information that is very vital to the successful completion of this mission, because we're all going to go through it. We've been through it on minor levels, incarcerations, persecution, etc. But this mass incarceration of the ones that fear the Lord is coming, man. And we got to be patient and wait on the Lord and understand what's going on, and don't be looking like, again, something strange has happened to you, man. All right, verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire. And from what we understand from the information that the Lord allowed us to have, gold is very, very important to Yahweh Hashem and Shai. From the gold that we can see on this earth, it does look nice when it's shiny. It has, certain conductive properties. It's an element. All right, if people eat, gold and things like that, does a lot of things, man. Up your vibration. I can imagine if you're just walking on streets of, with pure gold versus concrete, what it do to you, what it's going to do to us 24/7, being able to, walk on those streets with that gold. All right, but again, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So that's what it's all about, man. Now, the good thing about it for us, we don't have to do this forever. And that's the whole point. So we might as well just let the Lord get off, do his thing, take us through all this hell, and never have to do it again. Because denying that that the great tribulation is not coming is not gonna help you at all. It's coming, bro. All right, but again, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And all it is adversity for the ones that serve Yahweh Hashem Shai. Everyone and everything is completely against us, man. If they're not with Yahweh Hashem Shai, this is this fire, all right? And the Lord is going to crank up, the intensity of that fire during Jacob's trouble, in relation to those men, women, and children that fear him, man. But there's a lot of things that we have learned. All right. If you've only, read this part, oh, it's going to freak you out. Did you not know that the Lord is, going to lift up a standard? Whatever that standard is, we don't know. But we know a standard is going to be lifted up when, they come in with all the lies. The Lord is a just man. It's his will, so he's gonna let you get off those lies, but he also going to repay you for those lies, starting with the repayment for the death, all right, of our king Malak Yahweh. All right, there's gonna be payback. All right, the Lord is the king of this, man. All right. So we just got to remember these things, man. Adversity, to be patient. We got to be patient now. We want this kingdom like yesterday. We want to be perfected like yesterday. But there's still some events that must take place, which means we still got to be here if the Lord don't take us off the earth. So again, just stay in balance. It's the so-called summer. You got a family like I do. I've never been, if you brothers have heard me say before, I have never been on a so-called vacation as an adult in my life. I'm 35 here. I'll be 35 coming up in a couple weeks, so-called. But the good Lord looking like he's finna a lot. And I have prayed for this, bro. Nothing major, but I mean, I've prayed just to spend time with my child and take a vacation. And, I get to go on a little trip, man, here pretty soon. So I said that in relation to balance, man. If the Lord, he will allow you to, let your hair down a little bit if you will, okay? So especially for brothers that got families and wives and things, man, all you got to do is just ask the Lord, hey, Baba Kwashah, Yahweh Hashem Shai, I pray to stay balanced, You pray that the Lord keep you balanced so that if you do get blessed with opportunities, a little bit more resources, you won't blow it. You won't go out there, to these places and crash out and forget, to serve Yahweh Hashem Shai. You won't forget to put the Lord first. Oh, the Lord bless you with a beautiful woman that really get your rocks off. Now you spending more time with her, and she's submitting to you. Y'all up in the crib having fun, and you forgot about Yahweh Hashem Shai. That be the problem, man. But other than that, man, you don't be afraid to pray to the Lord for balance. The Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, so he already knows that we need to be balanced. He already know what we're going through on a daily basis, man. All right, we just got to finish the course. All right. Let's go to 2 Timothy. Yep. Let's see. 2 Timothy 2, we'll start at verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier, a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, man. All right, there it is. This is about, first and foremost, being a man, all right? Being a wise man, being a soldier, okay? And it starts with the men of the nation of Israel. Women, y'all can't be soldiers. Y'all can be wise to those soldiers, but this isn't for you women, all right? This isn't for you children necessarily, all right? Until you boy children become, aged men, of aged men to be able to do this. All right, but uh enduring, so endurance, patience, they go hand in hand, and this ain't for the weak. And I'm glad the Lord has it so intense that everybody can't do it. I'm glad everyone can't fast, for over 6 hours. I'm glad everyone can pray, every hour on the hour. I'm glad everyone can put on and make their own garment of sackcloth and go out on the highways and byways in front of people and be able to clearly and concisely preach the word through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shah. I'm glad everyone can't do it. I'm glad there's false prophets, false teachers. I'm glad there's Eve, with her rebellious ass. She's like a whole spirit that's just created for adversity for us right now. You can see that what the Lord has done. In the end, she will be like she was intended to be, a helpmeet unto her man. But right now, because of our transgressions, the bitch is in complete uh adversity, if that's the right word, against us, man. Our women are completely against us at this point, one way or the other. Yeah, you may find one that you can think you could tame, but ultimately, man, you just wait till the heat crank up. She gonna bug out too, bro. And we see a lot of our women already crash out and bugging out because they're weak. They don't have nothing to do. It's nothing to really do right now. We need purpose. See, all this 9 to 5 and paying bills shit and got played out, man. And the women, they don't really know how to be women. I mean, nor do the men. So that's why we need this great reset, because at this point, we really can't teach. What you think all these podcasts is going to help our people? It's not helping at all. We're just talking, beating a dead horse. We could talk. Lord, no, we've been doing this shit since the damn 70s, 80s, 90s. What's wrong with our people? What's wrong with our people? Always, these conferences, etc., etc. We're telling you idiots, right, through the spirit, what's wrong with us? We got punished. We are in captivity. We were good at one point. We went off. Now look at us. What's wrong with our people? What's wrong with our people? Why are the men like this? Why are there no good men? Why are they all acting like little boys? Why are all the women whores? All right, it's the same shit, and it's just got old and played out, man. Before the Lord's hopeful elect, and no man knoweth the hour. We believe this is the season, but truth be told, we don't know when the Lord gonna get back, bro. So it will behoove us to keep our wits about us and not and to stay balanced, man. All right, stay balanced, stay patient, because again, ain't no telling how patient we're gonna be. The Lord say we should have tribulation 10 days, man. All right, and I'm telling what's gonna be happening during those quote unquote 10 days, right? Or that period of time where we're to be persecuted, where are we gonna be getting tortured, starving, etc. We're gonna have to have patience, man, and wait on the Lord, all right, for Him to do the miracles and do that power and show Himself to these idiots like He did before, man. Because it's gonna boil down to that. But this is why the Lord had took on us on this process, and He's gonna be with us. So let's say the food runs out and the famine hit, which is going to, a lot of people are gonna freak out immediately, just physically, for never really experience what it's like to not be stuffing your face. That's why the Lord lets us, commands us to pray and fast often. We know what it feels like. We know we're not gonna just die from one day. All right. And some brothers, they can get up there. They know how many days before they really, 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 need something in their body, man. All right. That's the first thing. We're gonna be good. We done prayed and fasted. We're gonna have faith in the patient to know how the Lord operates, because we have that rapport, that dealing. These people don't. They just talking. They're not spiritual at all. They're just talking, some church goers. They're not praying and fasting for real, calling upon the true name. Some of them praying and fast, yeah, but they ain't calling upon Yahweh Shem Shah. Hey, that's the deciding factor right there, man. All right, that's your sign, calling upon Yahweh Shem Shah with a sincere spirit, man. That's what's gonna get this stuff done. That's what's gonna get these miracles done and manifested. Really having that rapport. And now you see, okay, let's say you got a little bit of persecution. Whenever and however the Lord delivered a brother from that particular situation, guess what? that then strengthens that brother's faith because he has an experience. Okay, the Lord took me through something and then the Lord got me through it. 2/3, they don't really have that. They'll say that shit quick. Won't he do it? You know, award shows back in the day, BET Awards, all that old crap. You know, the first thing they do was, I'm thinking my mama and God. You see what I'm saying? That lip service. With their lips, they do honor me. All right, with their lips, they do honor the God of the Bible. But their fear was taught by, the precepts of our slave masters, man, which is the lack of fear. They think, our slave masters taught us that the Lord was all love and that he loved everybody. Why they do that? So they can hide the truth from us, because they are the wicked nation, Esau, Edom. So they flipped it and made it seem like we were the worst of the worst and they were the Lord's chosen children. Guess what? Everything done in darkness shall come to the light. It is now time that the Lord is revealing these things, which is why we have the information. Still don't really understand why 2/3 are bucking up against that. They think they know everything, but don't realize, it was for a particular time. Those so-called elders of our nation, they're jealous of the prophets. No matter what age a prophet is, a real one, they're jealous because they didn't receive this information. They received lies, nigga. You receive, I'ma say it, call Allah Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai. But buddy, you received Jesus Christ. That's what you received. That's what you were taught, and that's what you taught, generations that followed you, man. Which is why you 2/3 Israelites are in the situation that you're in now. And we're gonna move right along, We're gonna leave y'all ass right here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema. I know what Cat Williams said on one of his stand-up. They are planning on leaving our mother ass right here. You're damn right. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema. We're not finna. We got destiny. All right, real men like y'all ain't seen like no royal priesthood like you getting ready to see who the dukes over there with that whack ass shit they got going on. Please, you just wait till you see Yahushua and his men and his brothers, man, in their full glory. Every last one of them shining, beautiful brothers, powerful, high statured men, as it relates to, the rest of you clowns. And stature is important, man. We'll get our stature back. You see what the scripture said about Yahushua, how he was in the midst of his brothers during that crowning ceremony, and he was taller than everybody. That's important. We need to get our stature back. We can't have these women, bigger than us, man. You know what I mean? Taller than us. This brothers that real short, brothers that overweight, underweight. You know what I mean? Raggedy beard, whatever, man. We gotta get out of here, bro, so we can get into that perfection, man, because deep down that's what we all really want. We all want to be perfected and ball and stunt, not on no unrighteous weirdo earthly way you look at it, just really being rich and having an abundance, and that abundance that we're gonna have, first and foremost, the abundance of a grace and understanding, all right, but also the abundance of riches and things like that. There's gonna be no need, all right, because we have everything to be going off doing crazy shit anyway. Hell, I want to kill somebody for who I got to kill in the kingdom. Now, as far as the other nations concerned, there's gonna be punishments and things if they go off. All right, they're gonna be dealt with, but at least as far as our nation is concerned, it ain't gonna be no issue. You see, I have to worry about my wife where she goes, or my wives where they're going, because everyone's perfect, everyone's chill. I ain't gotta worry about another brother committing adultery in his heart, seeing one of my women, all right, and thinking that he want to stick his rod in her. This is shit that we have, and that's just a low level. We're at the point now where it damn near gonna happen. Your woman leave up out that bitch. She not only is another dude gonna think about it. All right, if your woman ain't strong enough, shit, he gonna get it. Or let's say one of them girl trips that they go on and shit like that. Oh man, we gotta get out of here. This is corny. I can't state that enough how corny this has got since we woken up to this truth. Just us hearing different aspects about the kingdom makes this place look mediocre. Whatever we've experienced, man, hearing about the precious jewels that adorn this kingdom make all the jewelry that we've ever seen from this hip hop shit just seem obsolete. The red bottoms, the Air Force Ones, the Jordans, the Giuseppe's, Jimmy Choo. I don't even know what the hell half of that shit is at the end. I was saying, I just hear them niggas rapping about that shit. I ain't into that. I'm grown. But Bro, I don't know what else to say at this point, man. Let me go to the book of Daniel and I'll leave it at that. Just be patient, bro. That's all I can say. And to help you be patient, you got to be balanced, man. All right. We wake up, go to sleep. We usually wake up with our phones, you know what I mean? And we're on it. From brothers, we're listening to brothers, news articles, getting ready to figure out how we're gonna do an epistle today to please Yahweh Shema Shine, feed the sheep, you know. And again, the reason why I say that, because no man knoweth the hour. We definitely see everything cranking up, and we do feel like it's gonna go down here pretty soon. But as far as the hour, man, you can't just sit and just literally uh do one thing. Be balanced, and in order to do that, you pray to the Lord to give you balance in your life, and he's going to give you a spirit to be able to juggle these things, as so you could put him first, all right, and also have a little something to hold you over. This is our Father, man. I don't care how much the Lord has chastised me, punished me. I know him to be my Father regardless. He gonna punish me, he gonna chastise me when I go off. But if I sincerely ask of my Father, I'm testifying he will give you. How you think I made it on this trip? I ain't got no damn money to go to no across the goddamn country. This is my first vacation. And I pray, you know, for balance, you know, and again, you never know what a brother. I've never, you know, I've never been anywhere as an adult, man. You don't know what brothers be going through. Every brother going through something, and that's why we not to be so quick to cast judgment on brothers that you don't even know, you know, especially if he not going off like you see him like going against, you know, the Lord. Like, give that brother the benefit of the doubt through the spirit. If he isn't doing something just blatantly going the hell off. You may not hear from, you don't know if a brother's sick or not. That happens all the time. Your brother may disappear and he be sick. Or a brother may be locked up. That happened to me. You know, when I first had, you know, came on to the camp a few years ago where I'm at, and then I had got in some shit. All right, but it's all about being balanced and patient, man. All right, and eventually it's all gonna come to pass. But if you don't have proper balance, you're liable to get sick. All right, mentally, physically, all that, spiritually, and eventually, like those things, the spiritual, not the spiritual, the physical sickness and stuff, it'll start to manifest in your spirit, and then you'll get slower and weaker in the spirit, man. It's supposed to be the exact opposite, but hey, the whole point, man. Oh, did I bring it out in Daniel 7? Oh, no, I didn't. This is Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, who? The enemy, Esau, Edom, and his counterparts, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And we're seeing that now. With all the lies, man, and just the rumors of persecution, that we're worn out, man. But we're really going to be worn out when it comes to the full manifestation of that persecution by that MOTB, man. And think to change times and laws. What is the law this man is getting ready to put in place? The MOTB, man, that you have to have the mark of the beast 666, all right, in you, and without it you're not going to be able to function in this man society. That's the biggest one, all right, and if you don't bow down, we're going to take you off the earth. That is the law that's coming. This is the enemy that's going to change this big law, all right. Real ID is going to go to the digital ID, all right. You see that happen, and it makes perfect sense in relation to just where we're progressing as a society with the technology. You don't have to look at it as a conspiracy theory. We are saying this is the mark of the beast, this device, this RFID microchip. But if you didn't know anything about prophecy or conspiracy, you should see that that's just where it's going anyway. We're going digital, guys. Everything went digital. Remember the when they did the final turnover from the analog signal to the digital with our cable, they changed it. It used to be, you know, stealing cable and all that shit in the 90s. You know, that was big. You know, you really can't do that type of shit no more because they changed the signal to digital. It's going to be the same thing. You saw how they did that shit worldwide, little bit by little bit. They didn't do it one day. I believe it was like regions, you know, and then there was like, today, this time, this is going to be the last day you're going to be able to use the analog. We're switching to digital. And it happened. And in every, state, in Babylon the Great end up, going digital with that cable shit, man. It's gonna be the same thing with this MOTB, bro. All right, but they're gonna come in like a madman, sparing none. It's just gonna be horrific. It's gonna be horrific. But we gotta be patient and wait. See, right now, I feel through the Spirit, whoever is a Lord, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna have their ups and downs, but overall, they're gonna overcome, and we're gonna be fine. Not worried about my brothers and sisters through the Spirit of power, how about Shema, how Shai. I'm just anxious to watch these 2/3 get judged, as well as Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations, man. I'm very anxious through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem and Yahweh Shai, man. So until then, man, we just gotta be patient, bro. I can't stress that enough. Be patient and balanced. Being balanced is very important. Like how I needed to, if it wasn't the will of the Lord, and then we'll see if I make it there, you know. But if it wasn't the will of the Lord, I wouldn't be going on this trip, man. So obviously the Lord allowed me to go on a trip. You don't know, you spend 10 plus years, locked down in a hospital and sick and without friends and a woman. Maybe the Lord will see fit to bless you with a little vacation as well. You know what I mean? And I call Allah Yahweh Hashem Al Shai. That's what I'm talking about. See, you again, we receive good and evil from the Lord, and that's a stumbling block to a lot of people. Oh, I've testified a lot of bad things that the Lord has allowed to happen in my life, man. But we don't want to be so serious and cutthroat that we forget to testify about the good things, that the Lord, because the Lord does bless, and He, whatever you ask for, man, if it's His will, you can ask for anything, man. But it has to be the will of the Father. All right. Sure, you guys for a yacht. See how that work out for you. If the Lord wants you to have a yacht right now, it doesn't mean that He can't do it or He didn't hear you. It just means His ways are above our ways. So that's another thing. When you're praying, you need to pray, for the will that this is whatever you're praying for. That's kind of a way we kind of convey it. You see, wink, wink. We convey it in such a way. See, we know how to do it through the Spirit, how to convey it to our Father and our brother. You say, I pray it is the will for the Lord to bless you with whatever you're asking for. I like to plead my case a lot for different things that I want. Let's say it's a woman. Let's say if it's a woman that I want. I'm gonna go through this whole spiel on why I feel like I can handle this. I'll go in the whole point. I've matured. I see the error of my ways. I know they're whores, but I feel like I'm just spending too much time alone. I need balance. I'm making points that it'll give that sister a chance to labor by being a helpmeet unto me, cooking, cleaning, submitting, things like that. This could help us both, Lord, is what I'm saying. It could put your daughter to work, get her from being a whore, etc., etc. You see what I'm saying? Being very specific and going into detail. This is just me. Now I don't convey it like that how I'm talking. It's in prayer format, but you just gotta ask, man. All right, and don't be afraid to ask your Father, man. All right, don't be ashamed, especially in the privacy of your own dwelling place. You ask your Father, for that balance, man. Money, okay? You ain't got enough money to really keep your head above water. You barely making it paycheck. We all living paycheck to paycheck now, but goddamn it, you gotta draw the line somewhere. If your refrigerator just on completely empty every week, you gotta pray to the Lord to balance you out and bless you with a strong mind when it comes to your resource, your finances. Hell, we all need that because they're so limited. So we need wisdom, all right, because we're not gonna really have an abundance of money right now. Through the Spirit, we feel that. So we got to pray to the Lord for a strong mind. I have, through the Spirit, pray that the Lord, blesses you with a wise mind in all things, how to raise or how to deal with your family. I'm talking about your wife and your kids or whoever financially, how to get everything that you need, a little things that you want, and balance your budget, man. All right, because the shekels are few here in Babylon the Great. Everything is going up, and it's just a mess right now, man. It's just a mess. Somehow, some way, Eve be finding her way to take girl trips, though. FYI, or the cliff note or whatever. here we are living paycheck to paycheck, but somehow, some way, Eve can get to Costa Rica like it ain't nothing. Her and all her homegirl come back with butt shots and all type of shit. It's sick. And man, if you, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm finna get off on these women about all these butt shots and shit. But with that, just patience, man. Patience and balance, man, is what you should pray to the Lord for, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.